You're free now. Free to stream beyond your wildest dreams. Free to be everything you imagine, and then some. That's how it feels to have Quantum Fiber. Your world unleashed. Learn more at quantumfiber.com. Limited availability. Service in select locations only.
Welcome to the KSL Real Estate Show. Hear updates on the national and local Utah real estate markets. We cover residential and commercial properties. Plus, get inspiring ideas to make your house a home from our sponsor, Osmond Designs. Here's Heather Osmond and Jeff Kaplan on KSL News Radio.
Welcome to the Real Estate Show. Thank you for listening. I'm Jeff Kaplan. Heather Osmond is here from Osmond Designs. Her stores are in Lehigh and Orem. It's the Parade of Homes. Woo!
Woo! Let's go. It's going to be an incredible show. It just started Thursday night. So, this is the very first Saturday of the 3 weekends. So you don't want to miss it. You want to be kind of one of the first ones to get in there so then you can tell all your friends and family and be in the know of what's going on with the Parade of Homes. Tickets are on sale for $25 online at uvparade.com. However, if you stop by the Osmond Design stores or any central bank location across the Wasatch Front, then you get an additional $3 off per ticket. Oh. Plus, if you come into Osmond Designs, you get a free bag and a free lanyard, which is always nice. You can put your magazine in there, your lanyard, your ticket. You're not going to lose your stuff. You have your water bottle or your Diet Coke, you're set.
I'm in trouble because I'm going. I'm going.
I know. I'm so excited. I'm going to see you later this afternoon, hopefully, at the parade.
It's not going to happen. I'm going to be, at work. Well, I will be there this afternoon. Tell you what, I'm going to hit a few of the houses with my wife.
I'll meet you there.
Question from her. Mm-hmm. She wants to know what's the most expensive house on the list.
Oh, Jeff. Okay, there is a 16,000 square foot home in this year's parade. I don't think they accurately disclose how much this home is worth or how much it costs to build, but the homes range from 1,600 square feet to 16,000 square feet. So there's a huge assortment, something for everyone at any price point. And oftentimes those starter homes, the 1,600 square foot homes, actually have some pretty cool ideas. It's not always about the money, it's about the creativity. So don't be, too discouraged about not seeing those as well.
Okay, Heather, seriously. The 16,000 square foot house. I know you can't say. Could you just wink at me like 15 million?
I think it's over 10 for sure.
Oh, wow.
I know. And who doesn't want to go look at a $10 million home and see, how the rich and famous live? I think there was even a television show about that not too long ago. But the Parade of Homes is kind of just, your dream world of what's the latest and greatest in the market right now. And you get to see it in person, not on Houzz, not on Pinterest. So you get to walk in and talk to the best builders, talk to the best landscapers, the best architects, the best interior designers, which of course is my favorite part, and look at all the new stuff. I know specifically even at our store, we don't actually bring in and put on our showroom a lot of the furniture that we order exclusively for the parade. So in the nation, these manufacturers produce their latest and greatest products, and we save that. As soon as they hit, we put it in, a special storage area exclusively for the parade. So you will see it first there. Today, I'm really excited. He's actually going to be on a couple of different episodes with us. It's Dan James. He's with Black Diamond Experts. And if you've listened to this show before, you've heard Dan James before. So we're so happy to welcome you back.
Yes, I'm happy to be back. It's been a little while, but that means it's that time of year. Spring is coming around, and I'm excited to be on the show with you.
Tell us a little bit about what your company does.
Yeah, so we're a full-service electrical, plumbing, heating, and air conditioning company that services all the Wasatch Front, from up North Ogden all the way down to San Quinn, and we do a lot of work in Park City and even out west in Tooele. And then we also have a location down in St. George that we were talking about, and that's been awesome for us to be able to serve our customers that have homes in Salt Lake City and in the St. George area. So.
Oh, for sure. Okay, so Dan, when people are looking at selling their home, in my opinion, I think heating and air conditioning is one of the top things that they look at, because if it's new and it's been maintained, you usually know that the rest of the home has been maintained, right? Look at that furnace room and see the real condition of the home, and open the closets. That oftentimes tells you if things have been maintained or if it's just a big hot mess. You do that. There is value in replacing those and having them updated, not only from a selling or purchasing perspective, but just even as a homeowner, having those maintained and changing the filters and doing everything that you do.
Yeah, it's super important to maintain the equipment like we've talked about in past shows. You want to make sure that filter is always clean, and that you're having somebody that is, an expert at working on that type of equipment to do that. And when it comes to selling your home, I fully agree. It's really important to have a really good, well-maintained HVAC system, have a nice Nest or Wi-Fi thermostat on the wall, and that type of thing really makes a customer or potential buyer think, okay, this house has been taken care of, and I'm not going to get here and find out that certain rooms are freezing cold and certain rooms are really hot and that type of thing.
Yeah, what are some tips to maintain your home? I mean, beyond hiring you guys have this incredible service that I'm actually a part of.
Yeah, so I'm really big on running the fan, 24/7 on the system. Obviously, if it's a newer system, they have modulating or variable speed motors that allow you to kind of tune it in. But just turning that air all day long makes a big difference, and I think that'll help out a lot. And then also making sure that your ducting is right, and you don't have a bunch of weird ducting around somewhere that some old homeowner ran, and making the system more efficient and those types of things.
Excellent. Okay, you do drain cleaning. This is always really cool. Yeah. I have long hair, so I just sometimes need my drain cleaned in those showers.
No one likes talking about it. It's not the funnest part of the job, but we've got a lot of experts that enjoy doing it and do a great job with it. And so it's not just your basic drain cleaning. We obviously do that. We have a membership program where we do 2 of those drain cleanings every year, and that helps out just for the shower drains or maybe one of the sinks in the bathroom, those types of things. But be surprised how many houses still have really old sewer systems that they get backed up and they realize, hey, I need to have my line replaced, or maybe we have to shoot a liner, and that's the type of thing we're experts at. We go in there, we can excavate and dig down deep to where it's at, and repair it, and sometimes do it without even a trench or anything like that. So pretty impressive.
I love that. Okay, so Dan, we talk about your systems, your company. I recently had 2 furnaces replaced by your company. I was absolutely blown away by the professionalism, the cleanliness. I mean, automatically they were putting booties on. They cleaned up their mess after they left. I mean, it's weird, these subcontractors. It's amazing. Sometimes you have to clean up after them. And you guys were on time. I received updates on your location and when you would be arriving. And then it was easy to leave a review.
Yeah, that's kind of the difference between a home service contractor like us. That's all we do is we service residential homeowners and repairing their houses or making replacements. Where sometimes you get the traditional contractors that are used to working on new construction jobs all day, and they show up to work at a house, and they don't have the same systems in place to make sure you don't trample dirt all over the carpet or make other messes. And we always know you want to leave the house cleaner than it was when we got there. That's one of our big goals. And it's glad to hear that one of our customers noticed that and appreciates that. So
okay, here's a funny story on a side note. So I do interior design. I was working on a home in Park City, and they installed the carpet. We were within weeks of having this home finished completely. And there's always those last minute subs that come in that have to install a back ordered light fixture or a plumbing fixture or whatever. So this company came in, and the guy had huge muddy boots and walked all over their brand new white carpet. And the superintendent just lost it, right?
Oh, man.
White carpet.
White carpet.
Wow.
Wool white carpet. Very expensive. Yeah.
Oh, man.
So rude.
Yeah, that would ruin your day really fast.
Wool kind of holds the dirt, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's not ideal.
Yeah, definitely not ideal.
You can clean it, but anyway, I love that about you. Sometimes just hiring the right people, getting your team in actually saves money.
Oh, so many times we've come in after a homeowner has hired somebody, they hired their neighbor that supposedly knows how to do electrical work or whatever, and they, get into it, it's over their head, and then they have to come out there and have us come and fix what they messed up and then, fix the real problem. And so I'm always big on hiring an expert, especially for electrical, plumbing, and heating and air conditioning. The state is great that they have a good licensing program to make sure that, that the contractors are doing things right. And so I'm always a firm believer to get an expert that knows what he's doing in the house, and you'll be a happy customer.
That's awesome. Okay, and one last story before we close this segment. If you've been listening to the show, I recently purchased a home in my same neighborhood. So I moved, just not even 2 blocks away because this home was incredible. Well, the funny story is I was able to hire an alarm company to reinstall an alarm system on the home. Well, the alarm company plugged my alarm into the Christmas lights outlet right there in the soffit. So, and then he after he had done it and thought he had finished the job, he came to me and said, well, the good news is your alarm is installed, but the bad news is you have to keep your Christmas lights on all the time because, that's what makes the alarm go. And I just laughed and thought, I'm in a lot of homes and I've never had anyone tell me that their Christmas lights have to be on for 12 months of the year because they need their alarm system. So, of course, I'm calling you guys down after the show.
Wait, this guy just said Merry Christmas and took off?
Yeah, basically said your alarm works. Now your Christmas lights are on. So anyway, more funny stories. So happy to have Dan James, Black Diamond Experts, on the KSL Real Estate Show today. Stay tuned. We're going to be right back.
At Arizona State University, we offer a wide variety of degree programs online to match all kinds of interests and career aspirations. Programs that are taught by the same notable faculty who teach on campus and designed using innovative technology to improve learning outcomes and equip you for post-graduation success. That's why 87% of ASU online graduates indicated they were promoted at work or received an increase in salary after earning their degree. Find your program at asuonline.asu.edu.
Some people just know the more you protect, the more you save with Allstate, because they know insurance math. Like if you protect your home and auto, Allstate can save you up to 25%. So it's like losing money if you don't bundle. Save more when you protect more. Bundle home and auto with Allstate today.
Bundled savings vary by state and are not available in every state. Saving up to 25% is the countrywide average of the maximum available savings off the home policy. Allstate Vehicle and Property Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
When you need mealtime inspiration, it's worth shopping Smith's, where you'll find over 30,000 mouth-watering choices that excite your inner foodie. And no matter what tasty choice you make, you'll enjoy our everyday low prices, plus extra ways to save, like digital coupons worth over $600 each week. You can also save up to $1 off per gallon at the pump with fuel points. More savings and more inspiring flavors make shopping Smith's worth it every time. Smith's, fresh for everyone. Fuel restrictions apply.
This is a special alert to all Americans who own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles with an auto warranty about to expire or with no warranty coverage at all. With summer heat quickly approaching, CarShield is offering a low-cost month-to-month vehicle protection plan that is available to the public to save any driver out-of-pocket expenses on future auto repairs. Visit now to see why CarShield is voted America's most trusted vehicle protection company and see why our commitment to our customers has landed us an A rating with the Better Business Bureau. We have live reps here to answer all your questions, but you have to visit now. Visit carshield.com/audio now. Drivers who are covered will have peace of mind when it comes to breakdowns. This protection plan is at an all-time low. Additionally, drivers who activate this vehicle protection today will also receive roadside assistance, towing, and car rental options at no additional cost. Visit us for your free quick quote today. carshield.com/audio. That's carshield.com/audio. What do you have to lose? carshield.com/audio.
This is the story of the one. As head of maintenance at a concert hall, he knows the show must always go on. That's why he works behind the scenes, ensuring every light is working, the HVAC is humming, and his facility shines. With Grainger's supplies and solutions for every challenge he faces, plus 24/7 customer support, his venue never misses a beat. Call quickgrainger.com or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
We're We're back with the KSL Real Estate Show, sponsored by Osmond Designs on KSL News Radio.
Welcome back to the Real Estate Show. Thank you for listening. I'm Jeff Kaplan. Heather Osmond is here. How do you have time to be here? It's Parade of Homes. You have businesses. Why are you here?
Right? So we've been doing this KSL Real Estate Show for almost 4 years, which just seems so crazy. I can't believe it. But Jeff, I have this incredible team. I call them the dream team of interior designers in Utah, the best women and men, and they have so much experience. We offer interior design services. It's $100 per hour. We come out, we can help you arrange your existing furniture. And then if you have ideas and dreams and goals to do something different, then we can help you, prioritize those and make suggestions and recommendations and lay out a plan for you so that you can accomplish that. Everyone should love their home. And I think that's why I love what I do so much. I'm passionate about it. Today, we're specifically talking about the Parade of Homes. It is the first Saturday in Utah Valley that the Parade of Homes is open. It is open from noon to 9 today. So after this show is over, you will want to come over to Osmond Designs, get your discount tickets. They're $3 off per ticket. So normally $25. Today, they're $22. You receive your magazine, a bag, and a free lanyard. So you can keep all of those together and stay organized and have a great time. Today, we're happy to welcome back Dan James. He is the owner of Black Diamond Experts, back on the show with us today. When people are selling their homes, oftentimes they don't know what to do and where to spend their money. Dan, from your perspective in your business, where's the best place for them to spend their money and their time?
Yeah, so it obviously depends on the house, but I'm just thinking in general, some of those older houses that have, the old light switches or maybe the old plumbing fixtures or those types of things. Those little things make a difference. A potential buyer comes into your house and they walk in and they flip a switch and it's one of those ancient toggle switches or something like that.
You mean the ones the size of a cough drop, like those?
Yep, okay. Those exactly. Or maybe one of those old dimmers with the little the round dial. And so you'd be amazed on a lot of the cool things you can do now, but even just modernizing by getting new outlets and switches. I always do the Decora switches, which is the big paddle ones, and I like that style of outlets as well. And then, updating the plumbing fixtures can go a long ways as well. I mean, they take a beating over the years. A lot of times they get all that, calcium on it and stuff like that. And so, having those replaced can just really make that house feel like, hey, I'm invested into it. This house is ready for the new owner, that type of thing.
So let me ask you both a question. Right, there's this perhaps a misconception that everything sells instantly in Utah the minute you put it on the market. It's kind of a 2-year-old thought. But where do we stand right now? I mean, do these changes make a difference because stuff actually doesn't move quickly?
I think it makes a big difference, and Heather probably knows it a little more firsthand. But if you have a potential home buyer, they don't want to buy a house and then do all the repairs if they don't have to. They would love to have everything done already and know that it's ready to go, and that's just one less thing that they have to worry about. So, what are some of your thoughts, Heather?
Oh, I agree. I actually did some research about this week because I was just fascinated for myself. And it said that around 60% of owner-occupied homes in the United States were built before 1980. So the median age of homes is around 63. So if you think about 1980 homes and we're in 2024... they've probably replaced their heating and air conditioning, hopefully once, and it's probably may even be due for a second replacement. And I think, like you're saying, Dan, this is one of the most important places to spend your money. Having a clean furnace room is huge. People notice it, especially guys. They check out that garage and they check out the furnace room and they come up with an idea of how much money they're going to have to spend to update that, because you need your heating to work and you need your air conditioning to work, especially in Utah where we have those extreme colds and the extreme hots.
Yep, exactly. I think that's mission critical to have all those systems in place. And yeah, you're right. Utah, we go for 100, 105 degrees down to, well below freezing. And so you want to be able to make sure it's ready for both seasons and take advantage of it.
I think so. And then just having below par home features, like you were saying, the lighting,
Yeah.
Right? You can tell outdated lighting the minute you walk in.
Oh, yeah, you can. Recessed lighting is still super popular. They've even come out with some newer LED versions that are easier to install, more cost-effective, and I think they go a long ways. And you can get a lot of good fixtures, from places like Heather's store or online that really can make a room change a lot just by having a nice new light fixture in there.
Oh, for sure. And going back to what you were saying, Jeff, if you had your home 2 years ago, you put it on the market. If you had it priced reasonably, you could probably get away with some of these details not being where they should be. But
I get the impression that 2 years ago, there are really no windows and there's no garage door, but as is, and people would buy it.
They would buy it. Not quite, but almost, right? Obviously, we're exaggerating, but things have changed, and those little details do make all the difference in the world. So there are simple things that you can do that you will get your return on investment, just like Dan is saying, and you do have a service. I love your service because it's something I don't have to think about, and you just call me up. You text me and say, it's time for your service. What day and time would be the best for you?
Yeah. The membership program we have is amazing. It covers electrical inspection and plumbing inspection, and then most importantly, that furnace tune-up and air conditioner tune-up. And so nobody wants to have to think about that and time it on their own. So I agree. Let us figure that out for you. We reach out to you and get you scheduled. You don't have to worry about it.
Dan James with Black Diamond Experts is our guest on the KSL Real Estate Show today. Stay tuned. We're going to be right back.
Some people just know the more you protect, the more you save with Allstate. Because they know insurance math. Like if you protect your home and auto, Allstate can save you up to 25%. So it's like losing money if you don't bundle. Save more when you protect more. Bundle home and auto with Allstate today.
Bundled savings vary by state and are not available in every state. Saving up to 25% is the countrywide average of the maximum available savings off the home policy. Allstate Vehicle and Property Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
This is the story of the one. As head of maintenance at a concert hall, he knows the show must always go on. That's why he works behind the scenes, ensuring every light is working, the HVAC is humming, and his facility shines. With Grainger's supplies and solutions for every challenge he faces, plus 24/7 customer support, his venue never misses a beat. Call quickgrainger.com or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Guys, did you know your testosterone level impacts your energy, libido, sleep, weight, hair loss, mood, and even ED? And right now, Revive Men's Health Salt Lake City will check your testosterone for free. They've helped thousands of men since 2011 feel and perform better. They're so confident they can help you, they even guarantee it. Schedule your free testosterone test, exam, and consultation today. Call 801-263-7777. That's 801-263-7777. Or visit ReviveMen'sHealth.com.
At Galen College of Nursing, our now approach to nursing education means treating students as humans. We give you the care you're taught to give your patients to help you fulfill the potential you always had. Learn more about Galen's nursing programs at galencollege.edu.
Did you know you can get the 3 things you need to know delivered right to you? Just go to KSLNewsRadio.com, click on menu, and then newsletter.
Or go to the KSL News Radio app and you click on menu, and then it's email alerts.
This is even easier. Just text the word inbox to 57500.
Get the top national and local stories with the 3 things you need to know newsletter.
Welcome to the KSL Real Estate Show. Hear updates on the national and local Utah real estate markets. We cover residential and commercial properties. Plus, get inspiring ideas to make your house a home from our sponsor, Osmond Designs. Here's Heather Osmond and Jeff Kaplan on KSL News Radio.
Welcome back to the Real Estate Show. Thanks so much for listening. I'm Jeff Kaplan. She's Heather Osmond from Osmond Designs. Her stores are in Lehigh and Orem. Big day for the Parade of Homes today.
It sure is. It's the very first Saturday. I'm going to the parade today. I know Jeff Kaplan's going to be at the parade today. Hopefully you'll see us. We'd love to meet all of you. So if you see us, please come by and say hi. We're going to be giving away free tickets as we go. You can give them to your friends, your family.
Well, you're a major sponsor of this event. Are you dancing from house to house, or are you planted at one place? Are we going to run into you?
I hope so. Jeff, we're going to have to text each other and plan something. I'm looking forward to meeting your wife. She does, so many fun things for your family. I've heard all about that. I feel like I know her already, but I get to hopefully meet her at the parade this year, which will be great. I know, Jeff, you're a little worried because you haven't been to the parade before.
No.
And I mean, you went to Park City, but Utah Valley is a whole nother level.
I mean, Park City was pretty impressive, I have to admit. It was years ago, though.
Yeah.
I mean, houses were half the price they are now. Must have been 10 years ago.
Wow. And things have changed so much. So we're going to have a lot of fun today. After the show, please stop by the Lehi or the Orem locations, because the first person that walks in and mentions that they've heard about our show today on KSL will receive 2 free tickets. They're valued at $25 each. So, if you're driving by, don't crash your car, but, stop in, get a free $50 worth of parade tickets today. Plus, you receive free bags and free lanyards and a free magazine. If you've previously purchased your tickets, we have been pre-selling tickets. We do have magazines today. So stop in, grab your free magazine. It also has the map in the magazine, so you know where to go and how to get there and which homes you want to see. And of course, the write-ups about each of the builders and all the cool features for the home. Today, we are so excited to have Dan James. He is the owner of Black Diamond Experts. And Dan, tell us a little bit about your company. In the Parade of Homes, the furnace room is always a hit with specifically guys. I'm sure there's women that love it too, but I love a clean furnace room. Like, it's amazing.
Yeah, that's super important. To have that clean furnace room, it kind of shows that whoever installed that system really cared about the quality and wanted to make sure that that the system was designed right and installed right. So yeah, just to tell you a little bit more about myself and Black Diamond Experts. So I'm a Utah native. I grew up in Utah County and always wanted to start a business, and I happened to start doing electrical when I was pretty young, and that kind of dovetailed into me starting. Initially, it was just Black Diamond Electric, experts only, from the tagline from the slopes. And so we did electrical for about 5 or 6 years, and we kept on having customers wanting us to do other things for them with HVAC and plumbing. And so we went through the process of getting those trades added and changed the name to Black Diamond Experts. And since then, the company's had a lot of growth. It's been really exciting to see, to be able to serve customers all in one stop, and then also to be able to serve customers down in St. George.
So how many locations do you have total?
We consolidated down to one location in Salt Lake, and then we have our location in St. George. And so both those locations cover the majority of the state.
That's incredible. I love that. Okay, in real estate, we always talk about curb appeal. So let's talk about exterior lighting for a minute. I know you do electrical.
Oh, yeah. I'm really big on exterior lighting. There's a lot of really cool stuff out nowadays with LED lights that you can really make your house look a lot more modern and a lot sharper by just replacing those sconces on the outside of the house to coach lights, or if you have any recessed can lights on the outside, get the right type of light that just shines right down and shows all the features of the house. There's a lot of cool things you could do without having to break the bank on that.
Love it. Okay, so when you walk into the home, there's nothing worse than a home that is too hot or too cold. So I've been in a lot of homes as an interior designer, and I just noticed these little small details. One thing I love about your company is you have those updated thermostats that you can switch out. They're digital thermostats. You guys, if you don't have one, you need one.
Oh, yeah, 100%. They will pay for itself over and over again, and the convenience is amazing. You can control it from your phone, be able to schedule it, and if you know that you're going to be gone, so it doesn't run all day long when it doesn't need to. Some of them do geofencing, so it knows when you're home. And so there's a lot of cool things with that. But like I mentioned before, just having it installed will save you so much money over time by just having it run more efficiently and the right times.
The convenience is so important. I have a digital thermostat it works on the phone. All those great features, geo, whatever. No, I'm in bed. And I say, it's too hot in this house. I just grab my phone off the nightstand. Boop, boop.
Boom. Yep.
The best ever.
Yeah, and another thing I think we've talked about on previous shows are what we call mini splits, but they're those ductless systems. So everybody's got that room in their house that just is always hot or always cold no matter what. And I have it in my house, and it's like above the garage or it's in some weird spot. And so it's a great place to get a ductless mini split. And then that one room, you control that. You control it with the remote or your phone, and then it just keeps that one room at a perfect temperature. And it's a great way to expand an office that maybe you didn't use before, or make your master bedroom bigger, things like that. And it's really helpful.
Wait, what was a ductless mini split?
Yeah.
What is it?
The best way to explain it is, when you go to a hotel, they have those window units that are in there just for that one room. Sure. It's kind of like one of those, but they install on the wall and up high typically, and then there's a condenser outside. But it's the same type of thing.
So it could cool off my office at home.
Oh, yeah. Cool it off and keep it warm, too. It can heat and cool.
All right, we have to talk.
Every office I have had for a long time has always had a mini split in there. And everybody makes fun of me for it because I'm really picky about my temperature. But you know what? It's always right. I don't have to worry about what the person next to me's temperature needs to be or whatever. I know my office is always perfect. So,
are they quiet?
Yeah, very quiet. You barely even hear them, especially if you're running them at a low speed and just kind of consistently keeping that temperature down.
So, Jeff, if you remember anything from this show, this is what you need to learn.
Yes.
Membership program. You guys, it's life-changing, right? Having clean filters, not having to nag your spouse. Will you please go change the filters? Or having it on your calendar with an alarm. You guys just take care of it.
Yeah. So it's an awesome system. So it's about $200 a year, and that gives you 10% discount on any of our services. And then that gives you 4 visits, 2 heating and air conditioning visits, 1 for the spring and 1 for the fall, and then an electrical and plumbing inspection and a water heater flush. And so those are some of the main things that your house needs to have checked up on and kind of rejuvenated on an annual basis. And so, yeah, it saves a lot of headache having to worry about it. Once you're in the system, our software kind of keeps track of when we were out there last, and we know, okay, we need to go to Heather's house and get her on the schedule and get it done before it gets too hot. And so it's really beneficial for our customers, and it's a great way for everybody to keep on top of their maintenance.
100%. Do what you do best, sub out the rest. And, Dan James, Black Diamond Experts, you guys are killing it. So happy to know you and be a customer of yours. In Utah, we are known for large homes, and there's always something that has to be maintained. There's always a honey-do list, right? That running list. We have basements, which is really unique to the rest of the country as well. So those are usually cooler. So exactly what you're talking about, having multiple furnaces, definitely with new construction, that's kind of all the rage. But windows is an issue. So monitoring the temperature of your home is so important if you have an older home.
Yeah, definitely. And ceiling fans go a long ways. I mean, having a ceiling fan in a room can be the difference of that air getting circulated or not. And so I'm always big on that. If there's no ceiling fan in the room and it's having a hard time staying warm or cold, that could be the difference of making that room comfortable for you.
So I have a question. Is there a number of square feet at which you need 2 furnaces, but less than that, you only need 1?
That's a great question. It's not as much. Well, the square footage, I mean, if you get over, 4,000 square feet, I think that's probably, a good cutoff point where you need to have it. But a lot of times it's more of what makes sense. If you have a traditional house with an upstairs and a basement or a 3rd floor and a basement, you're never going to have the basement system run at the same level as the main floor, for example. And so it's always great to have that basement separated if you have the ability to do that, because then it can, operate on its own and not have to be getting commingled with the upstairs.
Great job. Okay, we're going to give a shout out also to Central Bank. They are the sponsor of this KSL Real Estate Show. They've been supporting this show for many years, and they're actually title sponsors with me for the Utah Valley Parade of Homes specifically. They do HELOC loans, which is home equity lines of credit. So if you need a new furnace or you need a new air conditioning system, or you just have little miscellaneous repairs around your home that need to be done because you're thinking of selling or you want to just upgrade your home, they are the people to call. Not only do they do the HELOC loans, they do new construction loans. So if you go to the Parade of Homes and you're inspired and you find a right lot, you find your builder, you find your architect, and you want to get started, they do that as well. They also offer youth savings plans, so check those out for your kids. If they have great grades, they give them cash in their account, which is pretty cool. And then your kids can, obviously create good habits for themselves in that savings plan. So thank you, Central Bank. Okay, Dan, so before we close, what are some tips for saving money on air conditioning right now?
Yeah, this is a great time to be thinking about that because it's going to be hot today and the next few weeks, and so the time's here. So I recommend having that furnace fan motor run constantly, especially during the summertime, just to get that air turned. If you have ceiling fans in the house, get those turned on, and you want it to be pulling the air down and blowing it directly down, and then the opposite of that during the winter time. And then make sure that filter's changed. I know we bring it up every time, but I always use the example of it's like driving a car with an e-brake on. If your furnace has a clogged air filter, or it's just really, hasn't been changed for a long time, it's making everything work so much harder, which is costing more money on the utilities, and it's also going to make it not last as long. And so having that tune-up done, right away is something I would really recommend. Give us a call, and we can jump and get you on the schedule and get that taken care of for you.
Excellent. Black Diamond Experts owner Dan James is on the show with us today. They service the entire Wasatch Front. You are a local company. I love supporting local and proud to be a customer of yours. You're listening to the KSL Real Estate Show. Stay tuned because we're going to be right back.
Some people just know the more you protect, the more you save with Allstate. Because they know insurance math. Like if you protect your home and auto, Allstate can save you up to 25%. So it's like losing money if you don't bundle. Save more when you protect more. Bundle home and auto with Allstate today.
Bundled savings vary by state and are not available in every state. Saving up to 25% is the countrywide average of the maximum available savings off the home policy. Allstate Vehicle and Property Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer, he hears things differently. To the untrained ear, everything on his shop floor might sound fine, but he can hear gears grinding or a belt slipping. So he steps in to fix the problem at hand before it gets out of hand. And he knows Grainger's got the right product he needs to get the job done, which is music to his ears. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Guys, did you know your testosterone level impacts your energy, libido, sleep, weight, hair loss, mood, and even ED? And right now, Revive Men's Health Salt Lake City will check your testosterone for free. They've helped thousands of men since 2011 feel and perform better. They're so confident they can help you, they even guarantee it. Schedule your free testosterone test, exam, and consultation today. Call 801-263-7777. That's 801-263-7777. Or visit ReviveMen'sHealth.com.
Did you know you can get the 3 things you need to know delivered right to you? Just go to KSLNewsRadio.com, click on menu, and then newsletter.
Or go to the KSL News Radio app and you click on menu, and then it's email alerts.
This is even easier. Just text the word inbox to 57500.
Get the top national and local stories with the 3 things you need to know newsletter.
2 young fathers are shot to death outside an iconic Utah restaurant.
I said, your dad has been hurt really bad.
The grief was disorienting for those left behind. Until one choice changed everything.
I just remember writing this letter, and it wasn't me writing it.
Can a personal decision shape generations?
We're all falling for this guy's trick.
I'm Amy Donaldson. Season 2 of The Letter, Ripple Effect, is available now. Follow us at theletterpodcast.com or wherever you get your podcasts.
We're back with the KSL Real Estate Show, sponsored by Osmond Designs on KSL News Radio.
And we're back on the Real Estate Show. Thank you so much for listening this morning. I'm Jeff Kaplan. Heather Osmond is here from Osmond Designs. Her stores are in Lehigh and Orem, and you're selling Parade of Home tickets.
Yes, we are. It's the very first Saturday first of 3 coming up here. And right after this show, the parade starts at 12 noon today. So stop in, grab your discount tickets. They are $3 off per ticket. Plus you get an extra bag that's free and a lanyard, which is great. And you can put your magazine in your bag and you're off and running. It's going to be a great show. And it's very, very inexpensive entertainment. $25 is the regular price. And this is for 3 weekends. The show is open Tuesdays through Saturdays, closed Sundays and Mondays from noon to 9 p.m. There are 33 homes in the parade this year, and the prices and the square footages range from about 1,600 square feet to 16,000 square feet. You know, we have $400,000 homes, and then a couple of homes are actually over $10 million. So this is going to be quite fun and exciting to see the latest and greatest. Okay. Plumbing. We haven't talked much about that, Dan, but that's something that's very, very important. That's something I don't mess with.
Yeah, love talking about plumbing. There's a lot of cool things that homeowners are doing nowadays to help out with that. Water heating. How many people have run out of hot water when they're taking a shower?
That's the worst.
Or when your kid fills up that huge bathtub and you're like, dude, you just used all the hot water. Now they have what they're called tankless water heaters, and they're essentially endless water, hot water for you. And so they go in and they'll replace those big ugly tanks that are in your furnace room, and typically they're installed on the wall. They're not very big, and they give you that endless hot water. They're super efficient because you're not heating water and storing it and sitting there. It's heating the water as it goes through that. And so the couple important things with tankless water heaters is you really need to make sure you have a good water softener system because the hard Utah water can be really destructive to anything, but especially a tankless water heater. And then you need to make sure it's installed right. We have had so many homeowners go and buy a tankless water heater and they try to install it themselves and they don't realize that it requires a lot more gas than the old one because it's instantly heating it, and so we had to come in there and do it all right. And so I'm really it's really important to have somebody that knows what they're doing, a licensed plumber, install them, but our customers just love them.
Okay, I'm, a designer, so I'm always interested in plumbing fixtures, not mainly the mechanics behind the scenes stuff. You guys reinstall updated fixtures.
Yes, we do all the time, and I think that's a huge improvement on the house to get the fixtures replaced. Your bathroom fixtures, your bathtub or kitchen, that type of thing. A lot of really new modern stuff that really can make your house stand out, and especially if you have some old faucet that's just all has a bunch of calcium on it and just doesn't look good at all, getting that replaced will really improve that curb appeal.
Excellent. And there's so many touchless sprayers. There's nothing worse than having a faucet where it's just spraying crazy. You don't know how to fix it. Oftentimes it's hard water here in Utah, but you guys fix all of those things.
Yeah, yep. I do love the touchless sprayers for the sink. They're really nice. There's different ones that you just touch it and it turns on, and some that you swipe your hand, but it makes it a lot more convenient when they're cooking and you got your hands full.
You're exactly right. So we have Dan James, Black Diamond Experts. He is the owner of this. How did you get into this business?
Yeah, so I started doing electrical work when I was in high school, and after I graduated, I got my licensing done and got my journeyman's license, and then in 2009 I decided to start my own company. That's when I started Black Diamond Electric, and then I had eventually learned plumbing and HVAC and expanded into those two trades. And so kind of an interesting storyline, but I enjoy what I do. I love working with homeowners, and I love working with field technicians that take pride in doing a good job and taking good care of their customers.
And I just love that you guys are a one-stop shop. There's nothing worse than having to call 7 different companies and then arrange to have all of them come and check out all these things. You guys can just get it all done. You're organized, you're efficient, you clean up after yourself, which I think is huge. So thank you so much for being on the show with us today, James. How do people find you?
Just bdexperts.com or just Google us, Black Diamond Experts in Utah. Like I mentioned before, we're in Salt Lake City and the entire Wasatch Front. And don't forget about St. George. I love that place down there, and we serve all of our customers down there as well.
Perfect. And hopefully we'll see you in a couple of hours at the Utah Valley Parade of Homes. Make sure you stop by Osmond Designs to grab your tickets. Thanks so much. See you next week.
The murder of 2 men forces their families to wrestle with impossible questions. Who is forgiveness for? Does everyone deserve a second chance? Follow Season 2 of The Letter, Ripple Effect, at theletterpodcast.com or wherever you get your podcasts.